This training is about the second most common objection in insurance sales. I already have a plan, and how to turn that line into a real conversation, not by attacking their current plan, not by pushing harder, by offering something almost no other agent offers them, a free, no obligation second opinion. Here's the truth most agents miss. When someone says, I already have a plan, they're not telling you they're satisfied. They're telling you they don't want to be sold. Those are completely different things. Most plans drift out of fit over time. Life changes, health changes, drug costs change, networks shrink. The plan that was right 3 years ago might not be right today, and the prospect doesn't know it because no one ever showed them. Why this matters. A large share of the people who tell you I already have a plan are quietly unhappy with parts of it. An unexpected deductible, a doctor no longer in network, a prescription that suddenly costs more, a benefit they thought was covered and isn't. They won't volunteer that to a stranger. But with the right opening, many will tell you in the first 3 minutes. The cost of mishandling this is huge. The agent who hears I already have a plan and says, okay, sorry to bother you, have a great day, just walked away from a fully qualified prospect who told them they already buy this product. That's not respect. That's surrender. Now dissolve the fear. Most agents back off because they don't want to seem pushy. The reframe is simple. You're not asking them to switch. You're offering a free annual checkup. Same way a doctor offers an annual physical. Same way an accountant offers a free tax review. It's the professional norm in every other expert field, and the gap top producers exploit. The producer who confidently offers a checkup wins 2 out of 3 times. Sometimes the current plan really fits, you confirm it, and the prospect now sees you as their backup agent. Many switch to you at renewal anyway. Sometimes the plan has gaps, you surface them, and you win the business outright. Either way, you stay in the conversation. The only losing play is leaving. Here's the comparison frame opener. This is the line you say the moment you hear, I already have a plan. Memorize it word for word. You don't argue with their statement. You don't ask follow-ups yet. You reframe the conversation. You say something like, that's great to hear, most folks I talk to do. Quick question. When's the last time someone sat down with you and made sure your current plan still fits where you are right now? Because plans drift, and most folks find a couple of things they wish they'd known. No pressure either way. Happy to do a quick checkup, free of charge. That's the whole opener. 3 sentences. Notice what it does. It validates their answer. It plants a seed of doubt without naming a flaw. It positions you as the helpful expert, not the salesperson. And it offers something free, a checkup, which is almost impossible to politely refuse without seeming unreasonable. The reason this opener wins is psychological. You never said their plan was wrong. You never asked them to commit to anything. You offered a service, framed as a checkup, free of charge, that cost them nothing but a few minutes. Most prospects will say yes. Of the ones who say no, many will say, actually, my next renewal is in October, can you call me then? That's a future close already in the calendar. Before you respond to anything, you need to understand which of 3 real reasons is actually behind. I already have a plan. Same diagnostic mindset. The words on the surface aren't always the meaning underneath. Reason 1. Loyalty or inertia. The prospect has been with the same plan or agent for years. They don't actively love it, they just haven't thought about it. Switching feels like effort and feels disloyal. This is the most common version, and the easiest to open up because there's no real attachment, just default behavior. Reason 2. Fear of switching hassle. They're afraid changing plans means losing their doctor, dropping a medication, or getting tangled in paperwork. They like their current plan well enough, and the unknown of switching is scarier than the known of staying. You have to handle the fear before you handle the comparison. Reason 3. Dismissive defense to end the call. They never wanted the conversation. This is the hardest version because it's not about the plan, it's about you. You haven't earned the right to be in their week yet. Pushing harder backfires. Pulling back gracefully, leaving a door open, often wins them later. 3 reasons. Loyalty, fear of switching, dismissive defense. Most agents respond to all 3 the same way and lose 2 out of 3. Each one needs a different response, and that's what the rest of this training delivers. Once they accept the checkup, Your job is to figure out which reason is really driving. I already have a plan. You do that with 4 short diagnostic questions. They sound conversational, and they surface gaps the prospect didn't know they had. Question 1. When did you last review your plan side by side with what's available now? Most prospects pause. The honest answer is usually never. That pause does the work for you. You don't have to argue a review is valuable. They just realized it themselves. Question 2. Are all your current doctors and prescriptions still on the plan you have? They'll usually say they think so. The word think is the opening. You say something like, let's just confirm it together. Takes 2 minutes. Now you're in the formulary, and the conversation has shifted from sales to service. Question 3. Has anything in your health or your life changed in the last 12 months? New medication, new diagnosis, retirement, a move, a spouse passing. Life change is the single biggest signal the existing plan no longer fits. If you find one, you've found the wedge. Question 4. If a better fitting plan came up at the same cost or less, would you want to know? This is the soft commitment. It costs them nothing to say yes. And once they say yes, the dynamic shifts. They've given you permission to compare. Now the 3 tailored responses. 1 per reason. Match your response to what's actually driving the objection. For loyalty or inertia, don't challenge the loyalty, honor it. You say something like, that says a lot about you, and honestly, your current agent or carrier should be doing this same review with you every year. If they're not, that's the gap. I'm just offering to fill it, free of charge, no obligation. Most prospects in this bucket relax immediately because you didn't attack the relationship. You praised it and offered to supplement it. For fear of switching hassle, your job is to make the unknown smaller than the known. You say something like, totally fair, the last thing I'd want is for you to lose a doctor or a medication you depend on. That's actually why I do this review first. Before we ever talk about switching anything, we confirm what you've got and what you'd need to keep. If we can't keep it, we don't move. If we can, we look at the math. You've removed the fear by promising you won't switch them blind. For dismissive defense, pull back, don't push. You say something like, I hear you and I appreciate you taking my call. Let me just leave my number. If your plan ever changes, or your doctor leaves the network, or your premium jumps at renewal, call me. No pressure today. Then end the call cleanly. A meaningful share of these prospects call back within the year. The agent who pushed got nothing. The agent who pulled back gets a warm inbound call when the prospect situation actually changes. Here's how this sounds in a real Medicare call. The prospect is Mrs. Reyes, 72, on a Medicare Advantage plan she enrolled in 3 years ago. You introduce yourself, and the second you say Medicare, she says, oh, I already have a plan. You don't argue. You run the comparison frame opener. That's great to hear, most folks I talk to do. Quick question. When's the last time someone sat down with you and made sure your current plan still fits where you are right now? No pressure either way. Happy to do a quick checkup, free of charge. She agrees out of curiosity. You run the 4 diagnostic questions. On question 2, she mentions a new blood pressure medication her doctor started 6 months ago. You pull up her plan's formulary. The medication isn't on it. She's been paying full retail and didn't know it could be covered on a different plan. That's the gap. You don't celebrate. You don't hard close. You say something like, okay, that's exactly the kind of thing this review catches. Let me show you 2 plans in your area that cover that medication side by side with what you have. You walk her through the comparison. One plan has lower premium, covers her medication, and keeps her primary care doctor. Mrs. Reyes enrolls. The whole interaction took about 35 minutes from doorstep to application. You won that business because her current agent never offered her the checkup. You had the technique, you applied it, and the math worked. Here's your action step. Today, write the comparison frame opener on an index card and put it on your desk. Read it out loud 10 times until it sounds like you. The next 3 times you hear, I already have a plan, on the phone, at the door, or from a referral, run that opener exactly as written. Track what happens. How many accept the checkup? How many surface a gap? How many enroll? The data will show you what top producers already know. I already have a plan is not a no. It's an invitation, if you know how to take it.